You're watching the Bear Dice Club.
Or no, Chicken Tonight was the name of the skit.
There we go.
Hi, everyone. Thank your mother for the
Hi,
chicken
friends.
tonight. Everyone out there, thank
A
your mother
lot
for
of
the
stuff
chicken tonight.
happened last session, and by that I mean like really one big thing happened last session, and that was a big kill happened. Lyndon did a die, and Silrin is not died. He's okay now.
Not a battery anymore.
He's not a battery anymore. But yeah, you guys did a kill.
Ladies and
El-Anon
gentlemen,
did a
Shane, the master orator and storyteller.
Yep, pretty much. Well, everybody helped do the kill.
Yes.
He hit him with the lightsaber.
I did not help do the kill. I was busy dealing with the ads that
You
everyone
helped
reported away from.
did a lot of other kills.
Yes, that's true. I was fine with my job of ad clear. Someone's got to do it.
Flying around and
Yeah,
hit people
it's
who
not
can't
like
see
patches.
you.
Depending on the legality of this kill, I wasn't involved. So
Yeah, I kind of wonder what's going to happen with
Well,
El-Anon. He was already in legal trouble here, so.
It was
legal it
technically
is,
regicide, so you know.
Jeff was here then.
that was a Jeff problem, not a Knox.
My name is Jeff.
Yeah, that other.
Um,
Man,
Half-orc
Jeff the
rogue.
Kingslayer. That guy can do incredible things.
no. You don't
Can
get
rip
to
your
just
float?
go invisible whenever you feel like it.
Yes, rip your float.
Yes.
That's my script.
Oh wait, are we
But-
still in initiative?
No, we're not in initiative anymore. I should.
Well, he has a
I
ring of
got rid of the
invisibility.
combat encounter.
He can go invisible whenever he wants. That's how the ring works.
Well, I suppose so. But yes, so
It costs as much as a Honda Civic. I should be able to.
you know what? That's fair.
More than that.
Anyway, Lyndon
Gold
did a
is
big
not
bad
equal to
die.
$1.
Silverin did a big bad live.
Ooh. He's
We've
setting
got
the mood, guys.
a plinth full of magic rocks. inside of a
Yes.
wizard's
So as
sleeve.
you guys are kind of like getting your bearings as the prince
Oh shit, he summoned
Emerge.
bears.
back to his regular form as the magic wears off. What is there anybody that like wants to do anything? Is there anything you guys would like to do to celebrate or to mark the occasion?
Drink. Fish liquor. With the hand job.
I want to.
Drink
I'm going to do
toast of
a
fish liquor.
celebratory...
I want to move my arms and legs up and down and out like they do in Final Fantasy 2D. You know, when they're like da 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 da. You know.
Celebratory
Yes,
spell dance.
Silverin-
That
Uh,
wants to be a 2D sprite.
Silverin's just like, I see you've learned some new things from your friends. Okay.
And it's glossy behind it.
Does he have valuables on him?
Yeah, he's got a lot of valuables on him.
Okay.
I wouldn't get too grabby with this one.
Yeah,
Well-
trying to rob an archdruid, that sounds like a really awful idea. Like,
That is also royalty.
yeah,
What?
archdruid royalty, that's, yeah.
You know, Knox, normally I'd say don't defile the dead, but fuck this guy.
He's not an archdruid.
Well, I mean, I don't know. Are we talking about Silverin or the, Lyndon? I'm sorry, I meant.
Lyndon.
Yeah, he's
trying to-
royalty
Lyndon.
and like a high
trying to
level
loot
caster. I still think it's
Oh.
really bad.
Are you an archdruid?
Yes, I am an archdruid. I've been an archdruid for a long time.
Does that hurt your back?
Oh, quite immensely, but compared to what I've dealt with, I'm not sure how long it's been. For quite
actually,
some time now.
You said you're an archer. Perfect. How do I deal with the whole skin thing I've got going on? You know, aside from moisturizer, I don't think you can moisturize tree bark away. Can I deal with this? Also, there's a lot of people who are full-on trees out there.
Yes, I would be more than happy to deal with it for you. I might need a day or two's rest, but
Hooray!
you don't look far enough along that you should need to worry about it.
Oh no, I'm fine. I'm more worried about the people that are probably dead
Well,
because they're trees.
not technically dead, as Lyndon was, as my student was so eager to point out.
Yeah, well, at least now he's technically dead.
Sorry about that. Yes, should be no issue at all. So proud of you, my little firelight. Thank you for coming to find me. Never stop believing in you. Move to
Aewen, what's the name of the rogue guy? I forget.
Peter.
Aewen nudges Peter and goes, "We should have patches made, just me and you, leathery birds. That'd be funny."
What does that even mean?
Well, because we're the two that fought the leathery birds, like you said.
Oh. Yeah, I mean, I suppose.
Just little pteranodon patches. Oh, it'd be so cool.
Just, it seems like kind of a shite thing to mark the occasion of, I suppose.
Oh, no,
a
we
lot
should-
of
we should-
people got
should have
turned into
diff-
trees.
We should get like a bunch of axe badges. No. Tree badges? No. I'll think of a design. No, for everyone. No, this is me and you, Peter. Me and you.
How about
We
a
did
no
thing.
tree
That's
badge?
fun. How do you do a no tree badge? How do you do a badge of something that doesn't exist, Knox?
How do you come up with an
I tried to-
icon
And then you slash
or
it.
symbol for a group
Yeah,
of
try
people
not to
called
wear anything.
Team Bumblefuck?
I try not to wear anything
Get
too
two
identifying.
bumblebees, and I think you can figure out the rest.
Or one bumblebee like fucking planet Earth or something.
Oh,
like
gosh.
basically fuck
One
everything.
bumblebee named the Jobbler.
One bumblebee named the Jobbler.
He was the first bumblefuck.
The buzz
This is
Jobbler.
deep lore.
I can't drink
that
during
we
this
don't talk
conversation.
about.
It's unsafe.
Well, Peter, I'm going to make those patches, and one's going to find its way into your inventory somehow. You won't see it coming,
He'll probably see it coming. He's a rogue.
because I'll have Knox do it. I'll pay him in
Oh, is
euros
it
or
kind of like
something.
you guys are like a biker gang? You have like different patches, like like MC.
Well, Aewen has a
Feralwood.
habit of collecting unusual things from her adventures.
My
and she thinks
patch.
it would be fun.
Two bumblebees named the Jobbler.
That's not really how we do things. We mostly trade coins. It's fine. Whatever. All right.
What-
I'm gonna go
you-
see whether my the rest of my team has died. Kayla, you want to come along? Oh yeah, we should probably check on them.
Thank you,
that's a good
Kayla.
point.
You were a lot of help.
Yeah. Kayla's just
Eh, eh.
walking along,
Aewen mutters, unlike Peter.
blazing in the her fiery wings just blazing behind her.
I know I'm not one to talk, but that is not subtle.
Silren's like, I don't know if we can rest in here or if, some place better to, but I would appreciate like a day or so. And
Maybe like where there's a bed.
boy, solid food would really hit the spot.
Yeah. El-Anon just grabbed
Wait,
them. He was actually, as he was saying,
You have
he
to
was
be
already
careful not
grabbing.
to overfeed him. He'll go into whatever
is
shock
that other
is.
prince? That other prince
Gotta
is
feed
still
him
alive,
broth.
isn't he?
Yeah, he's up on the roof.
Barely.
Yeah, you guys, I think,
He had a bad day.
Habhab's is the only one that knows that at the moment.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's a fair point.
But he'd probably
Well.
say something, right? I don't know. Maybe he would.
He's
Yeah.
Hab's drinking right now because he's
Having
ate
himself a,
night.
a nice scrying session, aka having himself a drink.
El-Anon
That's
had
fine.
some had some elven rations in his hand as he was saying that.
I think Mrohy
Hands
would
it
come
to him.
over and he'd be like, "Yeah, I can take care of this," and just kind of like scoops up Silren like he's picking up luggage.
Wait, Silren had a handle?
Yes.
No, like you ever see somebody pick up a toddler like
Ponytail.
by their
Oh.
shirt, just like on the back, just like yeah.
Well, that seems uncomfortable for Silver. Well, Knox, since Peter's not any fun, do you want to get matching patches?
I'm not a Boy Scout.
I'm gonna make my own patch. Screw you guys.
Aewen kicks Lyndon.
Screw this guy too.
Yeah, screw this guy. As I'm digging through his shirt.
Aewen narrowly misses your hand when she kicks him.
I mean, he's got some cool stuff. He's got a fancy headband and a cloak and his fancy scabbard.
Headband. I've already got
Scabbard,
another
huh?
fancy headband thanks to.
Is it keen edge
Peter Yoinkin.
scabbard?
No, it's a scabbard of many blades.
It's a scabbard of many wands.
Except
more
for,
like.
he's using it for wands.
It's a scabbard
He's
of many
using it for
sticks.
something even better. He's using it for rods.
Rods, yeah.
he was whipping his cock out.
But yeah, you guys head out.
What?
Let's.
No, we gotta loot this man.
There's a lot in there. The only thing that sucks about it
Yeah.
is, like, literally every item that he owns is absolutely just printed with the royal seal. Like, it is not subtle.
Mhm.
Yeah, we can.
I
scratch a
feel
VIN
bad
number
about
off. That's not
taking,
too
like,
hard.
Quicken rod, like the quicken rod would obviously be a great thing to have, but obviously it's just you don't really want that. Like mechanically, it's just too much.
I got a
you know
Shane.
what
I got a
I'm
guy for that. It's fine.
Is
So
there
yeah,
some,
you guys
is
head
there some
out.
part of his outfit that's distinctive but not obviously a piece of royal gear? Like a small curio, a memento.
A memento. You could grab his.
Rip off a piece of his cloak or something.
I was about to say, does he have a neat ring? Does his coat have cool buttons? Does he have a neat...
I mean, yeah, he's got a ring that is basically the signet of his house, but like,
He's got a Funko Pop of himself.
Aewen's gonna take the signet ring.
you're gonna take the royal signet ring.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Okay.
She thinks to herself, this ought to start another adventure once we're finished up with this one.
Yeah.
It'll
start something.
So,
Yeesh.
possibly a manhunt. So yeah, you guys head out. You guys come across everybody else on your way back through. Obviously, we were there for that one. So Bernie and Teresa are doing just fine. They had no problem with the Hellhounds. They absolutely kicked the shit out of them.
Hi, Bernie. Hi, Teresa.
Holy shit. Yeah, it was piece
He
of
was
cake.
out there. Sheila's out there, of course.
Hi, Sheila.
Oh, who's grabbing Seamus on the way back out? Seamus is still passed out.
Mrohy.
So
Or he's
Maury's
carrying both of them.
Yep.
He's just double fisting luggage.
Yep. William pats Maury on the back and he's like, not while I'm carrying people. That's not the best way to do that.
There you go.
Wait,
William
why
can
don't
carry
you
the
get-
other person.
I was about to say, William, why don't you carry one of them? Help him out.
Yeah, William grabs Peter. He's like, yeah, I'm usually in charge of carrying him when he drinks too much sleepy juice.
Ooh, sleepy juice. Wonder if it's
As you
Sleepy juice
guys
indeed.
as you guys make your way through the castle, you know what? Let's do, just because we don't have a whole lot of these left, let's have everybody do a perception check.
Rocks to roll. I do love rocks to roll. I see everything.
I think Aewen is probably the first one to notice.
And then this one. And then this one.
Yeah. I think Sheila's like, I'd like to stop at the library to see how the books have fared. If there's any damage, I'd like to report it, especially if there's like a fire or something.
Of course, books
Like
are
to
so
put it out.
important.
They are
What was-
very important.
What? What was the name of the royal family, by the way?
The Morton family. Kind of like Immortan Joe. But yeah, you guys head upstairs to head over to the library, and as you guys are walking through, Aewen, you hear like some debris shifting, and you hear sort of like a low, almost whimpering sound.
Well, what's that over there? And she wanders, tries to find the source of the noise.
Where is this? In the library?
No, as you guys are, you guys headed upstairs.
our way to the
head over to the library.
Oh.
So yes, you head up, you walk over and you hear this like noise coming from what is now a hole in the wall, as this is sort of like the next level up from where the tower exploded. You start to uncover some of the debris as William and Mrohy kind of like with one hand as they're carrying, someone else in the other. It's kind of like help you move stuff around.
Aewen's calling out, we're coming. Oh, hold on.
Underneath everything, you find the king having been buried underneath.
Oh.
Oh. Aewen tucks away the ring into her pocket.
You see he is incredibly hurt, and he looks up at you and he's like, my queen. How fares my queen?
Oh, I thought you were mistaking me for her. We haven't seen her yet, but we will keep looking.
Queen.
Did
Wait,
she
wasn't
make
the queen
it out
the
of
lich?
tower?
Wasn't the queen the lich?
Yeah.
Yes, in a way.
Who is this again?
That's
This
the
is
king.
King Arumad. It's just as Simon said.
Yeah, didn't the
Simon
he-
says.
Simon
the
said
lich
that he
become the
was
big
just.
Simon says.
Simon said he was deeply in love with her.
Didn't the lich become the tree?
No.
Yeah, your boy Simon killed her.
Oh god. Oh,
Knox.
I die
He's gonna find out sometime anyway.
sadder than I ever knew possible.
Knox, look what you did. Wait, someone heal him. No, hey, no, hey.
What? Oh, sorry, what?
It was
I'm
like
sorry,
calling out,
I'm
like, "Hey,
sorry.
someone heal him!"
We have
Please,
a bunch
no,
of
no,
magical healing people. Like,
I'm just staring at this man dying, sadder than he's ever been.
I would heal him with my wand, but I gave it to Habhab. So
I think Teresa looks down at him and she's like, he deceived all of us for so long.
What did Simon and Lyndon? Are those? They're also
Yeah,
dead.
I think it's okay to not heal. That none of them are here anymore. It sort of seems like justice to me.
Aewen shoots a dagger look at Teresa. She goes, 1, living creature in front of you. 2, aren't you a member of Sarenrae's church? How dare you speak such blasphemy to your religion?
No,
Don't yell at
I
her.
serve Yomade.
Oh,
Who
well, don't I feel stupid? Also, no.
Yes,
We don't
who
just we don't
absolutely despises the undead, and I'm fairly certain by my tenets would have literally no problem with anything that's happening right now.
Well, I thought you worshipped Sarenrae.
Even
I know,
Sarenrae would
that's-
not want a follower of
We've
a witch.
known each other for like my short
Also-
sword is my holy symbol. I don't wear any of Sarenrae's. It's just this should have come up at some point.
Well, I
Also,
skipped
church
those
ain't really our
classes.
thing. So
I skipped that class that
No.
day, and most
No,
of
you're truly you must be joking.
it.
well, every time I tell someone I worship Kate and Kylian, though, I get a drink for free. So
Besides, doesn't he
It's
deserve
like,
some sort of
yeah.
trial? Not
Yeah,
just
that
bleeding
tracks.
out in the remains of the betrayal of his child. He needs
we
to
heal
at
this
least
man?
stand trial.
Child?
Talk
Who's
shit to him.
child?
His child, Prince Lyndon.
Prince Lyndon is not
Prince-
his child.
Prince Lyndon is not his child. Prince Lyndon was the Lich's brother.
Again, Aewen came into this more than halfway through, so she's had to put together a lot of this stuff on her
I'm
think-
sure
I
there
think-
would have been.
the funny thing is,
There would
is
have
Knox
been
is
an
in the
off-camera
exact same place
session.
as you.
I think Sheila just is like puts her hand on your arm. She's like, "Oh, sweetie, yeah. Why don't we come over here and I'm just gonna explain a lot of stuff to you." Come on,
Teresa or
What the fuck? I
Aewen
told you
Sam goes
preach.
over to Teresa and goes, "Huh, a royal person deceiving you," and shoots daggers at her.
at Teresa.
Yeah.
Okay, yes,
I'll-
I do understand that I do not have nearly the moral high ground that I once thought I did.
I like the
We're
thought of the
all
king in
in
the
this
background.
same
just on
sinking
the-
ship
I
together.
like the image of the king in the background just going, I'm still dying.
My organs are all ruptured.
All right, I'm not standing by while this man dies. I can't bring myself.
No. We're gonna. I have a lot of history and sort of royal lineage stuff. Let's go. And she kind of like turns around as she's walking you off, and she's just.
Aewen pulls herself free. Like, she's not letting that
I was gonna
happen.
say, like, you watch as she's kind of
The
like.
dude was
leading
trying to
away.
free a lich.
Everybody else sees as she just kind of like turns around and sees her mouth the words, "Dab on his neck."
Aewen would not stand to just let this man die in the rubble.
I can give or take. I don't really
Aewen,
have an opinion.
well, I guess the whole group. What should we do here with this man? He obviously is not fit for, ruling. I don't know if it's our right to decide, but we could just drop him off elsewhere.
Doesn't
Far away from
Well,
here.
what about our Phantom Menace? Our Phantom Menace ending.
That is uncharacteristically El. He should behead him while he's down.
in his own home. Let's go bring him back in.
Yeah.
This is
bring
not
him
his
to his-
home.
I mean, he is in his own home.
No, I
Aewen
gotta bring
looks
him
at every
back to.
member
He's
of
from a
the,
different country.
Aewen looks at every member of the Bumblefucks, like tears brimming in her eyes. She just goes, "Doesn't anybody deserve a second chance? It's not like he has a lich to bring forward. And this just seems wrong. I mean, the rest, all of you,
The second chance
we all
to
have had second
rule
chances.
a nation.
No, he
though.
doesn't deserve to rule, but he also doesn't deserve to die in the rubble. Not like this."
That's the unfortunate part, is that by right he does get to rule, and there will be those who
There will be no consequences.
there will be those who, you know, wish to uphold his right to rule. Those who are responsible for others, you know, hold greater responsibility than those who don't. I don't think you get a second chance on something like this.
No, he doesn't get a second chance to rule. But he does get a second chance to try to make everyone's around his life better.
So, table talk speaking, that's not how this kingdom is set up. There aren't trials for kings.
Yeah.
I mean, Aewen is like picturing him doing community service, like living out the rest of his days as
But
like
he gets to decide that. Unfortunately,
No,
he's not going to give himself.
What if we set up some sort of banishment for him?
Who's gonna
I mean, you
enforce
could just
that?
you throw him. I mean, well, Sam, it's up to you. Really, you could throw him wherever you like. Elsmella. I mean, you could literally go anywhere in the world you want.
the fish village.
The fish village. I don't know what that is, but sure.
I'm really playing Aewen here because she would fight for this.
Sam
but-
puts a hand on Aewen's arm and says, "Sometimes you have to let nature take its course. We didn't kill him, or we didn't attack him. We didn't harm him.
Death by inaction is still the fault of those that don't act." And Aewen turns away and gains the
I think Kayla would speak up and be like, I think I might know a place where no one would believe you if you tried to tell them you were a king.
Yeah, what would that be?
Do you guys remember where you met me where you first met me?
We don't vote for kings."
I met you here in Ballenweld.
Yes, down south of here. By
Do
the
you remember
sea.
where I was working?
The mental
I bet
institution.
Dimitri would. Are we gonna King Zog this king? Holy shit! He's gonna start
Can we put
honking.
him in Habhab's dimension?
If we could put him in Habhab's
Throw him in
dimension,
Galarian.
Have him
Habhab
into the
would be
trash
back
dimension.
home.
Can Habhab?
Then I have to bring him into my game.
We'd have to make it so he's not recognizable, so we'd really have to fuck up his face, but
I start cracking my knuckles. Okay.
Hi, language.
I know. It just seemed like the situation called for it is all.
Cracking knuckles is language.
No,
She
And
said
fuck up his face.
fuck up his face, but she doesn't really swear.
She's like a nun.
She doesn't feel like someone who would. Yeah.
Hey, she's a sister. So I mean,
I can show him his slums past plastic surgery.
Sam looks at Silrin and says, "What if we turn him into a newt?"
We could send him to Jig Jig Street, get him a preem new faceplate.
We could turn him into an animal and then just let him go.
well, the trouble with that is those things don't tend to be permanent.
Do any of you know permanency?
I know.
Baleful polymorph is permanent unless counteracted by. But if he can't speak, or if he loses his will save, then he
Or if you do, like,
no longer
Man
has
in the
human
Iron Mask.
intelligence.
Apparently,
Yeah.
there is no permanency in 2e,
No.
which makes sense, I guess.
Um,
Of course, there's permanency. If your character dies,
The
permanent.
permanency is you create an item that does it.
Some of those items still have like you can only use them once a day.
oh shit, Baleful Polymorph is permanent? What?
Yeah.
I did not realize that.
Holy shit.
Yep.
Yeah, I think he'd be like, yeah, I mean, both
I
of
don't
these are definitely,
I mean, you
Turn
turn
him into a
new-
tree.
that is
You
a
turn him
fucked
into a
up
tree.
face.
well, that would,
I'd say the
I
tree
think-
would be better.
No, you turn him into something similar to Beast Shape 3.
Okay.
I think, personally,
Into
I
a
think
small or smaller animal of no more than 1 hit dice.
I think, personally, I think the tree
A
thing
mouse?
would be much more fitting
rat?
for Lyndon, but, you know, I'm here for you. Whatever it is you need. Like I said, I just need food and a bed.
Hey, so could Silrin and Sem use, like, the spell to turn him into a tree? Rule of cool?
Them could not. Silrin could if he got some rest. It's just it's too high, and Silrin is entirely drained at the moment.
Mhm.
Silrin
Silver is also
basically-
too high.
Yeah.
I don't have any single level spells left.
I mean, basically all his spell slots went towards the tree ritual.
Dire crash.
If I'm understanding, kind of like the
yeah,
broad
it's just
strokes
been channeling
correctly.
magic through him, so he basically has like nothing
Yeah.
left in the tank.
Yeah.
I
But-
died sadder than. Wait, no. What? What?
Aewen goes and sits down by the king. What would you want to do? What do you think is justice?
I would want to be with the woman I've been working towards reuniting with for years now. Now my dream is dead, and I'm having a real hard time figuring out where to go from here. Especially because I can't move from out of this pile of debris.
Aewen mutters
Don't-
to herself, God damn it, this is the second
Don't you-
time I've had to do this.
When you turn yourself into a lich, don't you experience soul death?
Somewhat. You do still keep like aspects of your personality and memories and whatnot, but yeah, you can end up losing some of it.
Well, yeah, they have intelligence, wisdom, and charisma scores. Depending on the system, though, like if they don't maintain their phylactery, they can kind of like devolve to a demi-lich, and there's some other kind of permutations. But yeah, they have a soul. Yeah.
Aewen draws Thorn and looks into the blade's glimmer and goes, I guess there are many kinds of justice. And she lays the point against the king's chest and she turns back to everyone else. She goes, any objections other than mine?
I think Teresa's like.
Sem
Kind of a-
has emotional whiplash.
I think Teresa's kind of objecting to the fact that you really made this whole thing about yourself, but other than that, kind of would have liked to do that myself, but you know, by all means.
Aewen reverses grip on Thorn and, which is very unusual for her, hands the sword to Teresa. Fine. And she stomps away. She's had enough of this.
He
I think
has
it's
been
kind of in
gaslighting
character.
us for like the past couple of years, is all I'm saying.
Then kill him about it.
About it. Well, she's naive. I could see her kind of handling that social
Yeah,
situation.
she's
that way.
still very socially stunted. She's
Even though
grown a
she's,
lot
like,
in the party.
coming from like lesser nobility and stuff.
Well, that's the thing, is she's from lesser nobility of elves. At 30 years of age, she's still very much a child to them.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think Teresa would take the sword and kneel down next to the king and just tell him, "Oh, you don't have to worry. I'm not going to kill you. Seems like you've done a pretty good job of that yourself." And
Just
she's
hear
also
from
going to walk off.
You just hear from down the hall, Aewen. Oh God damn it!
Yeah, well, this way he has to die slowly literally in the wreckage of his failures.
She
Sort of a poetic thing is all kind of what I'm going for.
Rockets back up to Teresa, like slaps the sword out of her hand, re-sheathes it, and flies back off. Just like, God damn it! Every time I try to do something.
So should William step on his neck now, or... No, that's fine. Just come on. It's got a big boot. It's right there. So yeah, I think they're gonna kind of walk off one by one. Each one of them gets a cool line, I guess. Are you guys gonna give him the mercy, or are you going to let him lie here?
I feel like he's been lying here enough. Yuck, yuck, yuck.
Habs is impartial. He's ambivalent.
Habs is already drunk. He doesn't give a shit.
I'm actually gonna give Aewen the shaken debuff. Because I feel like all that went against her headstrong nature.
Knox would have killed him before, before he even knew who he was. As a person.
Is Knox gonna kill him?
No, I will. I mean, like, if you guys are okay with it, yeah, whatever.
Well, so my question is, are you going to mercy kill him, or are you going to let him die slowly in the rubble?
Either way. He's gone,
Yeah. I mean, the other team already walked off. I'm just asking if any of the bumblefucks are going to mercy kill him.
I think, Habs is ambivalent, but I, as a player, like the kind of poetic end of just letting him rot in his ruinous ways. So that would be me as a player. Take it however you want.
Yeah, okay.
It's kind of funny to me that there was no right answer.
No.
That's life.
So yeah, you guys head off and leave him sitting there, just kind of like wallowing. He's like,
Magic tree warrior.
I could have ruled this land together. So yeah, you guys check out the library. Everything looks good there.
Oh shit, perfect. I've got a book to return.
You head outside, and a lot of the servants have like evacuated outside. Seems to be kind of a lot of chaos. A lot of the what's the word I'm looking for? The guards, there we go. Fuck. Are kind of like,
the guards are fucking.
Don't know what to do. They seem to be confused on whose orders they should be following and whatnot. Yeah, it seems like leadership has almost entirely broken down at this point.
Hey Habs, I've been meaning to ask you, what happened to those guys that just vanished out of the fight?
They're up there somewhere. And he would just point up to like the battlements or whatever. I know, like, we went through like a hole in the roof.
Yeah, you actually were like right next to them while you guys were talking to the king.
Oh, okay. So then I would just let's see. Did she say that? Okay, we would have already been.
Yeah, you
Oh,
would have already
oh.
exited the.
Oh.
Yeah,
I was gonna have
I
Aewen
imagine
fly up to the roof and check things out, but I guess
it was really graphic. Like the way Shane described it was perfect, and so that would definitely be a conversation starter in the worst way.
Aewen sees a
Um,
set of bloody footprints leading away. She's like,
Wait a second.
Oh, way worse than that. Like Shane described it like mush and things like this.
Well, no, one guy
Exposed
mushed, but
bone and-
Simon.
Yeah, one guy was
survived.
mushed, but Simon was
Even the
fucked
living
up, but he was
people.
still alive.
Simon's gonna be king.
Yeah, even
then.
the ones that survived, it'd be rough. You know, they'd
He's
be looking pretty
he's going to be
graphic.
king.
Aewen's gonna try to track him as best she can.
Okay, so are you gonna break off and try and find him up on the second floor of the tower?
Yeah, I think she would. She's like, hey guys, I want to check something. I'll catch you right up.
All right, does anybody want to go with her to try and help her?
I don't think
No?
she has any
Okay.
wild shape left.
She's gonna try and track down Simon.
I think Al would go
For
with
what
her.
reason?
Al would
What
go
was
with
the
her.
reason? What was the reason
Just-
again?
Aewen just said,
Uh,
I'll be right back. I want to check something out. She didn't give any specific reason.
Oh,
Okay,
okay.
Habs
That's all
would
you're
probably
saying.
just
Then
stay
he
then.
would. Then he would stay too. If that's all you're saying.
Okay,
Yeah.
Aewen's just gonna go by herself. Yeah. So Aewen, you get up there. You do have to climb up because I think your
Oh yeah, my flying would have been done for. Oh man.
yeah.
I only get that once a day. Well, it was used to great effect, I'd say.
I would also say. So yes, you head up there. You find what looks like a jello mold that has that someone spilled all of the jello out of.
Who was eating Jello?
No, by that I mean it's a suit of armor that is just leaking red at this point.
No, I know. That's Aewen goes. That's what goes through Aewen's head. It's just, who is eating Jello? It's not Jello.
And a little
Okay.
ways away, you do find bloody footprints around which sits a handful of empty glass vials.
Huh.
I sense a prologue.
Simon? You still up here? The Baron?
You could make a survival check if you would like to.
Oh boy, am I not trained in that?
Yeah, you don't know enough about tracking to get a beat on where it is he went. Like you see that it looks like he got off of the tower and booked it somewhere, but you don't know where.
Well, shit. That can't be good. Well, whatever. Aewen reaches down and grabs one of the glass vials and pockets it and makes her way back to the party.
Okay. Yeah, you head back down. I think as you come back down, everybody is sort of looking out over the city, which now that the spell is no longer taken hold, the tree's influence has lost a lot of the distance that it had. It is still in the real world, so like the inner part of the castle itself is still a little bit wonky, but looking out, it seems like time has kind of caught up with everything else. You see that there are some trees that look well rooted, some that looks like they have just sprouted up, some that have even lost their leaves or have like turned brown and lost their leaves. So the wide array of timelines going on here, just sort of crashing into each other all at once.
I'm sure that's healthy to be around.
But you do
Oh.
see people coming out onto the street now that, everything seems to have normalized somewhat. And it's hard to get a gauge. The destruction is absolutely immense. I would say if you wanted to get a gauge about either give me a knowledge.
Did I do an appraisal check?
I was
See the
gonna
value
say,
of the
if you would
city?
like to, give me a knowledge local.
Okay, I don't got
I can do that.
I could be an insurance appraiser for all the damaged buildings.
What the hell, Aewen?
Aewen knows the city well. Again, Aewen's habit is just
20s.
Aewen's habit
Jeez.
is just finding a tavern and listening to people. She knows this city pretty damn well at this point. She doesn't remember everything she hears, aka Teresa, but
Knox, do you want to try and make a knowledge local check?
Knowledge local. I haven't done that in like 10 years.
I mean, this
No,
is
it's
your
Knowledge
city after all.
bifocal.
knowledge local takes drag on cigarette.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's over there.
This is Bernie's
Let's
hometown.
see.
Bernie's hometown.
Yep.
Yeah, apparently they're just passing out nat 20s today.
Could be worse. They could have been passing out nat 20s on your
Knox
boss
is
fight.
distracted.
Bernie, it's been a long time since you've been back here.
So what we're looking for is right here by Sheila.
Just kind of like
What are we talking
looking
about?
out at the amount of like buildings that have fallen over, some of the dead that you see like in the streets. Do you think at least half of the population has been affected?
I can't
Like,
tell if we were
what
too
has gone
slow
on has
or-
been incredibly devastating.
I feel like we should have been able to do more. I suppose we should focus on the people we did save, right?
So, moving forward, are there any things that you guys would like to do? Any things that you would like to check on? Any things that you would like to get done like right away?
Hey, Shane, where's the champ?
I hope he's in the tree.
The champ died. You see an alligator tree. No! My boy!
I'm going to be honest. The champ has entirely too much constitution to ever turn into a tree. Yeah, champ's hanging out. He's he walks up to you guys like, good to see ya.
Champ, we did it. You did it. We all did it. Woo!
Took care
Sort
of all the. Yeah, champ comes up with Prescott. It's like, Prescott's like, dear God, I knew it was going to be bad, but I didn't imagine it would be this bad.
Aewen tries a half-hearted guard salute that she's seen.
Appreciated less, but not really the time.
Trying to defuse the situation. So many people died.
Well,
Tree?
I'm just thankful for you all helping get my people out.
Yeah.
I'd be more than happy to Prescott, with your blessing, I'd be more than happy to lead them back in to help with any efforts to rebuild the city, because we are strong and we are motivated.
Happy to lend some elbow grease.
Happy to lend some muscle.
Aewen desperately wants a piggyback ride from the champ.
Okay.
Shouldn't say that, but
Steve, I appreciate the enthusiasm, but you gotta learn to turn it off, man. Like, for a second, okay? Really as I told Aewen, really not the time. My absolute guy. My dude.
Hey, if we take our masks off, we break
so
down.
not the time.
And then we're useless. So, how's it going?
Is there anything I should know about? Are there any more dangers out there that we need to keep an eye on?
Giant koi fish in the sewers?
Huh. Okay.
Well,
No, they're not dangerous.
In the river now. Bandits, spiders,
Well,
dragons.
we're definitely gonna have to figure out the wall situation and making sure that the city is safe.
ROUSs.
Yeah. Champ,
I don't believe in him.
Sewer
Steve,
gators. No offense, champ.
You go get your people.
He's loco crocodile.
You see Prescott like rips a royal seal off of his armor, and he's like, if anybody gives you any trouble, show them this. Tell them that you and your people are welcome inside the city.
That was welded on there. How much strength did it take to rip that off of armor? Holy hell.
The armor was damaged in the fight. And you see Prescott, he's like, well, listen, I don't know what the rest of you guys are doing, but there's a lot of chaos going on in here. I've got to get these people into shape, and we've got to start rescue efforts. So he gives you like an actual soul guard salute and marches off as you hear him start yelling at the guards that are kind of like wandering around going, all right, maggots!
Aewen goes, with that wisdom check of 1, Aewen goes, get people into shape. This is no time for exercise. We gotta save people.
We've got a lot of work to do. Yeah, as he like marches off towards all the, like I said, the guards are kind of like wandering around.
That wisdom check was to see if she cracked that joke or not.
So, anybody else have anything that they would like to do?
Oh God, it's terrible.
Maybe put someone to bed, get them some food. Anyone you want to check on? Anything like that?
Yeah, I think Bernie would be kind of
Sam has
helping
the
out
soul.
with the...
Sam has the sole focus of getting Silver into the nearest large tree.
Are you going to take him back to the forest?
Probably not that far.
Oh, okay. Where are you
To
taking
the-
him?
We do have a mansion.
We
To
have our
the
mansion.
mansion, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Aewen-
You guys can, if you would like to. I think the other party's going to stay here.
Mhm.
And kind of like keep their eyes on things that are happening here. No, you go with them.
She was like pushing Knox away, just keeps coming back.
I suppose you can stay with them if you really want to. Is Knox gonna stay here at the castle?
Sure, why not? It's my castle now, right? King's dead. I claim it.
I think
No.
Sheila would be like, no, there's probably going to be like a lot of sort of succession business that goes around, and it's going to be a whole power vacuum thing that possibly a lot of battles and whatnot.
Have you tried voting?
Lots of battles and whatnot.
Why did vote for him?
Democracy, not so much.
Even know what
as
voting
the,
is?
Yeah, I mean, vaguely. You've probably heard of the concept at some point.
I heard it from the champ. He talks about it all the time.
He
Yeah,
does actually, yes.
the plight of the proletariat.
Proletariat and whatnot.
Yeah. He's worked out at our gym a couple times, so.
Aewen gets a pumping for the people. Aewen gets a long look to her face. She goes, "Oh yeah, I guess we should check on Peter and Stanislav too."
That too. I don't want to go see them.
So, yes, are you guys gonna go check in
Aewen
on
doesn't
Peter and
like them?
Stanislav?
Aewen doesn't like how they like venerate her. She's very uncomfortable. She's also incredibly racist against the Drow. So like,
Even
so
though
when
she's
she
not
sees
even
us-
an elf.
I know, right? Well, she's raised by elves.
I think El-Anon would like to pull Sem aside and say, I was wondering, I might be able to recruit some help, some relief efforts. Could you give me a quick lift over to Mrohy?
Sem's gonna say in a minute, kind of
Yeah,
half
take your time.
distracted because her focus is on.
Mm-hmm. Once
So yeah,
Silver
you guys
situated.
head back to the,
Yeah.
yeah, you guys head back to the mansion.
How did the three musketeers fare? I'm certain Krass gave Peter and Stanislav rifles.
Yeah, roll me a d20.
Oh no.
No 20s
no.
left.
All three of them are
Just dead on the ground.
part of the throngs of the sickness. Stanislav is like ready to turn into a tree. You think it's probably maybe a day or more, and he will be fully transformed.
Oh no.
But the process
Don't
is stopped
go.
now, right?
No.
It's still going.
Yeah.
Well, Silverin did say give him
Oh,
a day, and
And
he'll fix
we
it.
know that dispel magic doesn't work, right? Is that, or did I hear that right?
Yes, Sam was
Or-
able to figure that out. It would take
Okay, that's too bad.
either. Oh no! Wait. Dispel magic can work actually. Break enchantment, dispel
It's just
magic,
you risk-
or remove curse. Yeah. If you fail,
But if you
might
fail-
end up with the sickness as well.
Oh,
if
I
you
already
have-
have it. So
Yeah, if you want to try doing a dispel magic.
Fuck, I can't brain right now. What's the check for it's a D20 plus my
I believe it's a caster.
yeah,
or
caster
level
check. And I'm level 11 now, right? I need to level up my dude at some point.
Yes, I suppose
Oh,
maybe you were
no.
level 11.
Yeah.
Do you want to use your hero point?
Yeah. I'll just do some reason.
I
I think-
mean,
oh.
statistically, it's gonna be better than a 4, but
Yeah.
Statistics be
At
damned. Roll a
sometime
3.
in the near future, I might have like Shane or like one of you guys help me like to get Foundry working the way it once did on my old computer. So
Oh, that is the button. That you use.
it's better than a 4.
Statistics demand.
Um,
A slightly better number.
I should have used my 4-leaf clover. That would have added a 2. It doesn't matter.
we'll say that you could have 19. I think 19
Okay.
would do it. I forget what the
19's
the
pretty
spell
good.
magic check is.
It would be against his caster level. I think the spell level plus the caster
be against the
level.
DC of dispel, I think.
Well, the
Fuck,
caster level
worst
doesn't really
wizard
matter
ever.
because technically the tree was the caster, as it was, the one actually siphoning the spell out amongst everything. I will say that 19 is high enough because that makes things a little bit weird.
Trees
But
casting magic.
yes,
I have I think I have. Let's see. I think I have 3 more dispels. If you said they were in varying.
yeah. Give me a
levels of
couple.
treeness.
Give me a couple more.
Press Peter.
Okay.
Yeah, checks.
So it's just Crass and Peter. Pete.
What was the name
Peter.
of the curse again?
Green Caress. It's a 6th level druid spell.
I prefer watercress on my sandwiches.
And then
I've never had a
I'm
watercress
so-
sandwich, actually.
I'm just so tired.
As you
Let's
come
see
in,
if-
yeah, I think Stanislav and Peter are like, yes,
Damn.
I have one more. I have one more dispel left. If I prepped a lot because I thought I was going to be using it on the tree and Linden.
yeah, give me one more.
One more, then I'm completely out.
roll for shit, my dude.
Yeah.
That's
I
what makes
used
Hab
up
so
all-
fun.
Hey, some double digits.
I used up all the party's 20s.
Fuck me.
Double.
Habs just turns into a tree on the spot.
No, our boy. Is it possible?
It
Let's
like
see.
makes my condition worse. That's funny.
I'll do
That'd
it
be
for
funny
him.
as hell.
Yeah, see, it can
Oh,
happen.
see, just do that.
Yeah. So you managed to heal Stanislav. I think you guys show up, and Stanislav and Peter are like, yes, we keep the house safe for you. We know you disappoint that we not become spider, but maybe spider live in tree, so I hope it's okay. If not,
And that's like
if
really deep, actually.
I'm not
I
a
like that.
drow.
None of us are drow.
I apologize. Very weak. You could step on neck if you wish, milady. It'd be very easy to kill.
They take all the fun out of it.
He like, you see,
think he's
like
trying
with a
to
lot
add
of
fun
effort,
to
he
it.
like stretches his neck out. He's like, yes, please step on. Stanislav is fine.
If they're down in health, Bernie offers to use his lay on hands to heal him.
They're not down in health. They're down.
It's just ability
on-
score.
They do have like it does look like they've done some fighting and whatnot, but yes, they have tons of ability damage going on. But yes, you managed to heal Stanislav. He kind of like shakes it off. He's like, yes, I will keep Peter and Cowboy Man as healthy as can be until we are able to give another shot with Mr. Tree Man over here.
Come on, Silverin. Let's get you settled.
Yeah, he Stanislav brings up some food to Silrin later, as you guys requested. Silrin kind of like lays up in bed, starts eating. He's like, "Oh, this is pretty good. What is this?" And you see Stanislav is like, "Yes, we ran out of food in larder weeks ago. Is rat that we cook for you." See, Silrin's like, this is one of the better rats I've ever eaten. Goes back to,
Right. Here's the thing, right? If you're eating a food, you're like, damn, this is good. And someone tells you, oh yeah, that's like slug. You're like, well, it doesn't make it taste any less good. Fuck it, I guess I like slug. Like, well, I don't get it. It's just like knowing what a thing is suddenly is unappetizing. It's
Also,
like,
he's a druid.
like
I'm
it.
sure he has eaten rat before.
What's wrong with
Wait,
rat?
he's a druid.
You too good for rat, Silrin.
Yeah, it's druids. It's just a bunch of rat eaters, you know.
Bunch of fucking rat eater.
Oh, he's probably eaten raw rat as a cat at some point.
Yeah, maybe.
Sem's probably snacked on rats like popcorn after fireballing a forest.
So yes, you
I'll
guys
go for some popcorn.
get some rest. I will say,
Popcorn mice.
between Habhab having a couple more tries tomorrow and Silrin taking a few days to rest up. Oh, actually, after you get Silrin into the
Sick bed.
Wait, so
yeah,
we
into the
know-
sick bed and everything, are you going to take are you
So
going
the
to send
spell
El-Anon?
itself. So the spell itself is no longer active, right?
but it
the
acts like a
effects
sickness.
are.
Yes.
Yeah. So we're not in any danger staying here as far as recontracting
No,
it,
no,
quote
no.
unquote.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not airborne, it's magic waveborne.
Are you going to send El-Anon to Mehethilus?
Love the name of that city.
If Sem remembers.
El-Anon
I
will
do.
remind you.
I do think El-Anon would remind you. Yes.
He's gonna,
Yeah, we can go.
He's going to try and appeal to Elder Council for relief efforts and assistance for people, especially the cleric, the priestess.
He still hasn't made good on that deal of his.
Now he's doing it.
So yeah, you head over there. Are you just gonna talk to your parents? How do you plan on? Do you want to like try and get the council together? You remember your dad was part of like the council that runs the Meheathlas.
I don't know if I would have such power to do so. It would be, I guess, I'd have to get a council member to do that, I guess.
Which would be your dad.
Or the priestess of the sex cult.
Oh, hold on 1 second.
Basically, how I'm seeing the situation here, the city is now very vulnerable, and a relief effort would, help garner favor for her and her, religion.
I think your dad immediately is like, well, if there's no one ruling the city, it would be.
Oh yeah.
I don't think he's talking to his dad.
Oh, are you talking to do you want to talk to your dad, or do you want to talk, are you just trying to talk to the cleric lady?
I think I talked with that's a hard one. I don't know if I trust my dad to handle the situation.
I think I've heard her say that before. That's a hard one.
Yeah.
The priestess of oh god, what is the goddamn deity's name?
I just put a whole bunch of ranks into knowledge nobility. Can I roll knowledge nobility to see like how would I expect my dad to handle this situation?
I would say that would either be insight or I don't know if it would or sense motive, that's what I was looking for, not insight.
Okay, that's not so good. Sense motive. Another 19.
Still
right.
Pretty good. Yeah, you've learned some things about your parents in your time during this adventure.
Mm-hmm.
They are much bigger opportunists than you believe them to be as you were growing up.
Mm-hmm.
Like any opportunity that they can take to grow the business, you think that they would take, and you think that this might be too good of a deal for them to pass up. And it's not even your mom. I think or it's not even your dad. I think your mom would find it. You're like, no, my mom would find this way too juicy to pass up. Because if you remember right, everyone that you talked to about
my company.
Yeah, everyone that you talked to about about your business was like, oh no, your dad's a piece of shit. Your mom's absolutely fucking ruthless.
Your dad sucks, your mom's worse.
Okay. I would go see the cleric, the priestess first.
Okay.
And then maybe, because, divine casters would be a huge help right now, right? Having a bunch of them come in to help people. That's what he's after. And he's going to say, I'll give you the opportunity first to go in and, walk in, heal people in the name of Calistria. And so,
yeah. Is Bryce there?
Yeah, she walks into the room sexily. Give me a
she walks into the room boobily.
She walked. No, give me.
A
Yeah,
will
she walked
save!
into the room sexfully, and then.
Oh no! Stared right at
no.
the boobs.
Yeah, and then listens boobily. Yeah, El-Anon is just super hard, and your breeches are not doing a good job of hiding it.
It's really good because he's recently.
Well,
He's just been in prison for.
He's done a lot of prison bulking.
Absolutely turgid.
Sorry, my
but
wand.
yeah, she listens to you,
It was just
and she's like, I do remember that I asked you to set up the church, and now you want me to offer all of this?
I set up the situation for you to succeed.
Oh, that's clever.
Like a bluff
Well, it
check.
does sound. I was gonna say, give me a diplomacy check.
All right.
I did this for you.
I did it for
Well, it does sound like there's a lot of new real estate that just opened up in the city.
It's free real estate.
And a bunch of people who are, really looking for help. I mean, what better
Yes,
opportunity
we
for
could-
religion to step right in and fill the void that is right there.
I'm sure we could win some hearts and minds. Yes, not a bad deal. All right, I shall send along some clerics and what have you, and we'll see what they can do. Consider the deal. Consider our deal concluded. Good work, El-Anon.
What's the deal?
El-Anon goes,
with
"Oh, thank God."
Austrian priestess?
And you
Happy to be of
see,
help.
she's like, oh, yes, no problem. Well, now that all that ugliness is concluded, you see she pulls out like 6 knives from like different places where you were like,
Where are you hiding those?
The outfit this
Vagipole
woman's
link.
in looks like it was painted on. What is going on here?
The little known badge of holding. Habs gives like a huge discourse about it. It's a wondrous item that isn't in the player's handbook.
my
in the
gosh.
Magical item handbook. It's the
Pulls one out
deepest
from her
of
cleavage.
lore. The deepest of lore.
Oh my
Pun
goodness.
intended,
Boy, you don't want to
Oh
put
my
anything in
God.
there. Jesus.
Yeah, she decided to put knives
Anyway,
in it.
she
What the fuck?
pulls out 6 knives. What does she do?
Oh my god.
Throw 'em at
She's just
El-Anon?
like, oh yeah, no, she's just like, oh yeah, I'm not gonna need to use these now that he's made good on his deal. So I can put these knives away. They were a little uncomfortable.
They were in my badge of holding.
Yep.
They were taped to her back, Die Hard style.
Now
She
I-
does
now I
say,
have a
I
machine
will
gun.
have
Ho,
to get
ho,
the
ho.
council together to
Crazy talk, Aaron.
to what's the word I'm looking for? Shit. Approve the use of the portals, but shouldn't be more than a day or so. Plenty of time to check in on the family, I'm sure.
Absolutely. That will be my next stop.
So yeah, you check in. Your parents are both. I think your dad is the one to greet you at the house. He's like, "Yes, so good to see you, El-Anon."
Quite.
And how did whatever it is
Yes.
you were working on pan out? Are you done with that yet? I assume you must be now that you're back home.
That business is nearly
Adjust my
concluded.
monocle.
We just, had quite the battle with Prince Linden, who destroyed the Lich on our behalf, but then tried to turn the whole city into trees, using the relics that he had
Well-
acquired.
Our city is all trees. It works for us.
Well, the subjects would be turned into trees.
Oh, yes. Quite
So,
different. Yes.
I've killed him, along with the rest of my party.
You killed your party? Oh. Well,
That's not what I meant to say.
Well, regicide is not a great look for brand, but
I'm sure we can spin this
positively.
Oh, I have no doubt about that. But any assistance or help that could be lent would be very much appreciated by the people, but also, spread the name of Arcana Works.
So who's
well.
in charge of this? Who's in charge of the city at the moment?
That is to be determined.
They're saying that there's no ruling body.
There soon will be.
Of course there's a ruling body. He's on the floor. We killed him.
Any rules?
I imagine that Prince Simon will be taking the throne.
If
Simon
nobody-
Aramont.
Does he have a legitimate claim?
He is the brother of the king.
And you're sure he's still alive? Has anyone seen him?
He's a very resourceful man. I do not anticipate that his story has ended quite yet.
Well, you've raised my hopes and then disappointed me quite expertly. I will put out some feelers if I feel like we could, Mehithalis hasn't done a whole lot of colonization, but I do hear it's all the rage these days.
Oh, he would be a colonizer, wouldn't he?
Could grow the territory quite well, and I'm sure that the subjects would benefit greatly from being ruled by the wisdom of the elves.
That'd be up to the will of
Don't
the
you-
council.
Yes, well, I shall have to get a meeting going very soon. I shall see what I can do.
Brother.
The champ drop kicks him.
For the
With the people's elbow.
So, what kind of help is it you need exactly? We can send in some agents to, try and take care of Lyndon if that's what you're talking about.
I already took care of him, but
Or take care of this Simon, that's the one that you are, yes.
curses will need to be removed from the people. Any casters that could assist with that?
Oh, I don't
Very
know.
true.
We've just gotten a rather large order in, and I'd hate to be behind schedule,
Very good.
It's just not. It's just, where's the investment opportunity here?
Marketing? I'm sure her mother would have more to say about that. That is more her thing.
How? So it seems like there was a whole plot or something. What does the city look like?
It's in shambles right now.
Shambles, you say?
Just
Sounds
shreds,
like
you
they
say.
could. Sounds like they need. There's plenty of work to be done there.
Absolutely.
Well, it sounds like you've got some pull with whoever it is pulling strings there now. If you can promise me a contract for, I don't know, say 10, maybe 20 earth golems, not earth golems, but earth elementals, maybe some water elementals to get people drinking water while they are still, maybe I could see myself towards helping them.
See what I can do.
Yes. I'll make a businessman of you yet, El-Anon.
And fuck your dad, El-Anon. And not in a silver fox way. Guy's an asshole.
It's okay. El-Anon knows how to work him. A little bit, anyway.
Yeah. So you wait a day or two. The council is on your side. They approve the use of the portal to get you back to the city. In that time, Silren looks like he's doing much, much better. He did sleep for like a day and a half straight.
He slept like a tree.
Actually,
he slept like a log.
And moving around and stuff. He has he would have taken care of Habhab and Aewen and healed them of the sickness as well,
Nice.
if Habhab had not done that during that time. But yes, now that he is awake and kind of a little bit more conscious, I think as he is kind of being, put to work, he's like, yes, put me to work. I'm more than happy to help. I can move earth, shape stone, shape wood, whatever it is you need me to do. I'm more than happy to help. And as he's kind of, like going around doing his duties, anyone have any questions for him? Anything that you guys would like to talk to Silren about?
I'm not certain Aewen would really be around all that much. She'd probably be spending her time in the monster town, or whatever the name was.
Yes,
trying to help these
the
people
monsters
get
do
resettled.
come in. They are being incredibly helpful. And as they are, gathering people up, they are doing a pretty impressive job espousing the benefits of the proletariat coming together to accomplish things, and how this whole situation was caused by the bourgeoisie, and maybe the time the opportunity to banish them has come, and people seem kind of receptive to it.
I can't imagine why.
Well, yeah, the people are receptive.
Yeah, well,
Unfortunately so.
But yeah, Silren, I think, goes about, trying to help you guys out. I think at one point he stops and he's like, I do feel like I owe all of you an apology. I feel like I hold a large amount of responsibility for what has happened here, and I would like to apologize to all of you. Lyndon was my student, and I think he got into some information he wasn't supposed to see, and may have gotten some ill-informed ideas. And I would like to apologize to you most of all, my little firelight. Aaron, you still there, bud? You're muted.
Not the
I do
character
not think
specific
Aaron
lore.
is here. Oh, he's on. He's on the phone, apparently.
Yeah. We'll return to this conversation later.
We will return to this conversation later. But yes, clerics do show up. They manage. They start healing people. They do a pretty damn good job of it. They are able to sort of triage people out. There are some people that are continuing to turn, but they find the people who are much sicker looking. And between the clerics and the wizards that you provide and the ones that are already in the city that can kind of help out, they do start curing people very quickly. The casualties are much higher towards the outer rings and the towards the walls and whatnot in the poorer sections. There are still some people, within the inner rings that have been turned, but the inner rings, of course, have fared much better. During this time, some of the areas of the inner rings are much more receptive to helping people out. The artisans, of course, are very receptive to helping people out, as is the religious district, where a lot of the clerics are helping out and healing people and whatnot. Merchants are kind of hit and miss, and the nobility are not super into letting the riffraff into their section of the city.
That's too bad. We killed the last merchant. We killed the last bit of nobility that wasn't too fond of the riffraff.
Well, there's plenty of other nobility.
But
yeah,
nobody has seen any of the nobles for a while, and the noble quarter is kind of starting to get a little bit antsy, as if nobody is left at the moment, there are people within there that could make a claim, and I think
Civil War.
Virgovish actually comes up to Knox and is the first one to tell you, things might be going down there, boyo. Seems like some of them nobles are trying to get a group together. Been hearing had feelers out. Been hearing some news about people trying to attack some mercenaries in the town. Maybe try and pull a power move, you know?
Huh. And what are you thinking? What do you want to do about it?
Well, here's the
I
deal.
just happen to know a few mercenaries.
We've done some dealings with some of the people in the noble quarters. Some would work better than others. Maybe we prop them up. Maybe we make some business, get a good deal going, but it really is a crapshoot with some of these lesser nobility type people. Some of them understand a thriving criminal element is necessary for any sort of thriving cityscape, yeah? We're necessary evil, as they say,
Cost of doing business.
But
So
lesser nobility gets brought up, wants to swing their dick around and whatnot, looking like a big tough guy. Criminals are an easy target to go after.
So it's kind of funny. The bumblefucks could absolutely become like a city council, so to speak, because you have Knox as like the master of coin, right? In the Thieves Guild and handling all that.
Yes, give Knox all the money.
No, the
This can only go well.
no, you know what I mean. Sam would be
Do they
like,
have a certain set of skills?
yeah, Sam would be
Yeah, I
like
understand.
the
But please.
minister
Please
of
keep me on the
nature or
money.
whatever. So like weather and all
Agriculture
things
or
natural,
something?
agriculture. Yep. Mrohy would be like the Department of Defense. You know what I mean? Bernie would be like the
The
guard.
Department of Offense. What are you talking about?
Yeah,
the
Maury probably would be
Department
the
of War.
Department of Offense.
modern American.
Maury's
Department.
He's
Habhab.
been on. He's probably been on both
Um,
sides of sieges before.
Bernie's
Of
Bernie's
course, of
had
course, it
quite
was
the
more of
criminal
like a
history.
Cheeky thing.
Habhab be doing rad.
Rad?
Research
Delete
and
it.
development.
Yeah.
Chief
right.
viewers.
I guess.
I
And
want to
as
cheap
he's talking to
shit.
you, he's also like,
Go somewhere.
listen,
Aewen would be the master of whispers. She would be
you, I
want
do
Aewen to be the
appreciate what
master.
you've done for this
because
city,
she
by the way.
listens
I
to all of
think,
the
She's the
stories.
media.
Yeah.
It's a fair
I
point,
think
actually.
between
Remember,
you
the
and
media
Peter,
lies.
I think you and Peter both need your roles in the organization reevaluated, yeah?
Well,
I'd like to see you take a much more active role in the management of the day-to-day.
I like the sound of that. And there's like dollar signs in Knox's eyes. Or whatever the currency is, gold.
Yes. So yeah, as Silren, I think, did you hear what he was telling you about earlier with his apology for?
I caught just a very big. Just repeat it.
So yeah, Silren basically said like, I feel I feel largely responsible for what happened. Lyndon was my student, and I do believe he got into some information he was not meant to see, and I think he got the wrong idea about many, many things. I apologize for having led him astray.
Sam would say you can something like, well, you can think of it this way: you can lead a horse to water, but you can't force him to drink.
Oh, no, I didn't force him.
Basically, his choices were his own. You bear no responsibility for it.
Somewhat, yes, but this plan was based on some plans that I had in the past to do much the same thing, actually. Sam, I've been around a long time. I've lived many different lives and been many different people. You've probably, going to pick up those stones, you probably saw different representations of me in different, in all of the places that you went to. And you think about it, you remember going to all of the different places, seeing the statues and the paintings and all of the other things that always seemed to have a hint of familiarity to them. You now realize all of them reminded you of Silren in one way or another. And let me look this up here real quick.
He's reading his notes. Get him, nerd.
He tells you, I am part of a special sect. Nature moves in cycles, which is what I've taught you, that, places need to be destroyed and born again. But we embody that as people. Every time I die, I come back as a new person. I'm a half-elf now, but I've been a tiefling, I've been an orc, I've been a dwarf, I've been a man, a woman, everything in between. And I have been good, and I have been very militant at times, and kept very detailed notes, unfortunately, which Lyndon just so happened to get into. I tried to keep them away from him, but he found them and decided that he was going to put into action some of the more unhinged plans that I'd had in the past. But I want you to know that, who I am now is who I am. And I still love you like my daughter, because that is who you are to me.
Aw. Yeah, that's... I don't think Sem would really have anything to say, but again, just to reiterate, don't blame yourself,
Well, I haven't
Knowledge
been able to...
knowledge isn't good or evil, it's how it's used.
I haven't been able to figure that out in any of the lifetimes that I've lived so far, but see if I get it this time. The funny thing is, you could have just killed me when you first saw me. Would have just popped up somewhere a couple weeks later. Would have made the whole thing much easier.
Oh, now he tells us.
I think Sem just goes... But then you wouldn't be... you.
Yeah. Well, I've always been me. Just like you're not the same as when I last saw you. You've grown so much. And you're still you. I still see that same innocent girl who burned my eyebrows off that I saw the day I left you that note. Now, one of the things that I would like to do, as the city is rebuilt, as people go about their lives, I want each of you guys to tell me, what is it your character is working towards and would like to do in their future? Let's say we're 6 months down the line.
Immediately Sem would want to try to get the gems back to their respective places.
I think you tell Silren that, and he's like, that is a wonderful idea. I chose those places for very specific reasons. be happy to travel with you to put them back. So, yeah, you guys can work towards doing that. Anybody else? Like, restoration is coming along pretty well. You do find out that Simon did move back to his hometown of.
So he beelined for that teleportation circle.
But you haven't really heard, you haven't seen hide nor hair of him since then.
Okay.
I mean, it makes sense. He didn't necessarily like it here, and he told us as such.
He didn't really want to be king either, I suppose.
So, Knox, you had an opportunity to become more involved in the Thieves Guild. Do you think you'd go for that?
Yeah, but maybe I'd like overthrow it. Take it away
So
from
here's my
Domrad.
question. Would you work alongside Peter, or do you think you're going to go for the reins by yourself?
Or he could work with Jeff too. That's another option.
My name is Jeff.
He's unpredictable, but
He's a
good-
wild card.
He's a loose cannon.
he's a good one to have on your side. Yeah.
He needs to
Here's
turn on
the
his
thing, but
gun.
Knox actually brings in a guy named Jeff that looks exactly like him.
Yeah, the whole time.
Always-
the
name
whole
is
time
Dave.
could
Everybody's
actually-
like, wait, there really is a Jeff? What?
There really is a Jeff.
That's the
Look at
twist.
this.
Knox is like,
fucking
it's
with
always
me.
it's always good to have a body double.
Jeff comes in, he's like, hey, I haven't seen you guys since we killed all those people in the Underdark.
My name is Jeff.
I told you.
The
You
funny
didn't
thing is,
believe
if
me.
you actually kind of look at him, he doesn't look anything like Knox. You're like, what the? How did we not? What the?
Yeah, he's like, yeah, he looks at the city like, hey, you guys still up to the same old thing, huh? Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, this looks like a place the bumblefucks have been.
There's been some bumblefuckery here.
Anyways, me and Jeff overthrow the Thieves Guild.
Okay. So are you gonna try and kick Peter out as well?
I don't know. Peter's got connections, and I think it would upset Sheila.
Oh, yeah. That's
So are you gonna try and take?
important.
I was gonna say, yeah, I think Knox and Peter kind of like look around and are like, this dude was totally willing to start a civil war just to make money on illegal arms trade. Virgovich is not a great dude.
It's not a
Right.
Thieves Guild thing. That's like,
Also,
It's smuggling.
That's an
imprisoned
insurgent
Bernie to try
Well,
and
not
get
even
a
that,
whole bunch
that's-
of drugs.
Like warlord. Like he's
Yeah.
kind of.
And he captured that one nerd that everyone likes, I guess.
He's the worst. He is the worst.
Bernie had to
but yeah,
endure him
Knox
for
and
too
Peter,
long.
I think, like come together and they kind of like drink in one night. They're like, yeah, Virgovich kind of sucks. We like hell, we could run this place better. They're kind of like,
God.
as they're drinking, they're like,
Dang.
shit, we could run this place better.
let's start our own Thieves Guild. We'll name it Puzzles.
Let's start our own Thieves Guild with blackjack and hookers. You know, I forget the Thieves Guild. I forget the whole damn
Plenty of
thing.
hookers around
We'll
now.
do the Prince thing. We'll just do a symbol. There won't be a name.
But yeah, I think
Symbol is the thieves can't.
yeah, between you two, like you start planning some things out, and like between the two of you guys, you've got some really strong connections. Like Knox has a lot of muscle that he can pull from well, not the residents of Monster Town, as they are, now living amongst the rest of the city. Goblins and other goblins and orcs and, even some trolls and some other stuff. Peter
Plus I have
made
powerful
some.
friends.
I was gonna say Peter made some connections within the noble community. Ones that kind of put up with him while he was there, that he then got to know and made some friends with and whatnot. But yeah, I think you guys are eventually able to oust Virgovich. Do you think would you and Peter do this like Goodfellas style, where you just like invite him into the room and shoot him in the face?
Oh, 100%. It's like just a light bulb hanging there, and
it's like, oh yeah, we're gonna go play poker. This is gonna be fun.
Yeah.
Like walks in the room and he's just like,
What did you bring Crass into this?
The crossbows under the table or something. Nailed to the underside.
Like it's very obvious.
Yeah. Yeah. You guys take over. And here's my question. Knox, what kind of business do you think you would get into? Is this mostly just a information gathering and like petty theft, or is this like you're working as a spy network and maybe doing some wet work, that kind of stuff? Like,
he's pissing on people?
Yeah, wet work,
That's the hand job.
Okay.
The rise of the hand job.
So do you think
Right,
Knox
Roger,
would
this
be
is suddenly very
into
confused.
doing like the hitman thing, or do you think Knox
That's the
would try and keep
Assassin's
the
Guild.
would try and keep the guild as clean as possible?
I mean, there's a price for anything, right? But I don't know.
Would the power go
I
to
kinda
his
like-
head?
That's the thing.
How would it change Knox?
isn't
That's
the-
what I think about.
Knox gets stuck at a desk and he's like, man, I wish I was just stealing booze from the people. Again.
I don't think
All
it would
washed
go to
up.
his head, but I think, it's obviously Sawyer's character, but I think Knox would be a little bit more altruistic with it.
Yeah, I just don't know, like, specifically how, Because obviously we need to still make money.
I think the power does start to go to Knox's head a little bit. And whenever Peter sees like the power and starting to go to Knox's head, he sets up a meeting. He's like, you know what? We haven't seen our friends in a while. And
Intervention. Rogue
and
intervention.
he just brings
invites
the-
Sheila over for tea.
He finds the grounding benefit.
To remind him where he came from, maybe. Yeah.
And he's
That's cool.
just like, yeah, so this is kind of what's been going on. Why don't you tell her all about it, Knox? And Knox kind of has to explain to Sheila, like, yeah, so here's what's been going on, and has to like not mention the murder. And she's like, oh, well, what are they going to do about this whole thing? And Knox might have to think a little bit about like, well, how can I talk about this without telling everyone I'm going to murder everyone involved?
I like the thought of Sheila going, Knox, you are doing crimes?
No, she totally
Look at
knows.
me.
Well, yeah, no, I think that's good. Having that buffer, yeah.
I don't know. I think he would use
options.
I think Knox would use his network of thieves and spies to sort of like slow the division of wealth, or like the growing division of wealth. You know what I mean? It's like if there's a merchant who is like obviously not, or like obviously increasing prices like far and above what, to like
is that
control
something you think Knox
monopoly.
would do?
Yeah.
Like if he catches a merchant trying to price fix, he would have the Thieves Guild like hit their warehouses and stuff.
Oh, Knox is just
people in
making a
line.
protection racket.
Well, no, because you got to be careful. Because if you hit the warehouse, then the supply then diminishes. Basically, it's like they get visits from the Thieves Guild, quote unquote.
No, because he can fence. Like if he hits the warehouse, he can fence it to the.
Oh right, he can undercut.
wholesalers in town
Yeah,
and
that makes
whatnot.
sense. Yeah.
Besides,
Yeah, that
are you
makes sense.
expecting economical knowledge from Knox?
He's not destroying the goods. He's just lifting it. That makes
Yeah,
sense.
I think Knox.
I think that's more how Knox
I think
would
Knox.
do it.
Yeah, because I was trying to think of a way to balance it without being like, well, we're just total criminals and we're just bad,
Yeah, yeah. Well, that's the thing. Knox has always had
he
has always had a chip on his shoulder for like the nobility and the merchants and all the people who thought that they were, so much better than him and whatnot.
Or like,
Living in my
if
mansion.
if one of the noble families is amassing a little bit too much wealth, maybe some of that wealth disappears. You know what I mean? To
Maybe the leader of
and
the
it-
Thieves Guild goes on a midnight run.
some of it ends up in Knox's pocket, some of it ends up in the guild's pockets,
very
and some of it
Robin
just
Hood-y.
happens to be
Yeah. With
Yeah,
a
some of it
10%
just-
cut.
some of it just happens to be, distributed amongst the extremely poor, blah blah blah.
I think not. Well, I think it's more so Knox is just like, look at this fucking guy trying to get away with this fucking horse shit.
Yeah.
You want to go rob these guys? And Peter's like, fuck yeah, let's do it.
That's
And then
how
we
more
can-
I see it.
Yeah. And we tell people they can't rob certain businesses, like the smaller
Yeah.
businesses. Yeah, well, we're fine.
All right, who wants to go next? Who else has an idea of what they're
Actual
I'm still
protection racket.
I'm still working on mine. It's like a couple of different alternative endings, and basically I want to roll on it. I just need probably 5 or 10 more minutes. If someone else wants.
What
to.
about Aewen or El-Anon or Bernie?
I have an idea for Aewen, but if you want to go first, Justin, I won't stop you.
No, okay. Well, El-Anon, I think, would continue his. I guess what he would like to do is try and run his own, location here in Ballenwald, for his company.
Okay.
And so
I would think El-Anon would want to try to
and run it his way.
Okay.
rule the city.
So here's my question. When you summon the elementals, are you binding them like your dad does, or are you are you binding them into servitude, or are you summoning them to do the job and then sort of letting them go home?
I think he would be
Are
interested
you finding
in getting
mutual beneficial contracts?
Yeah, maybe setting up contracts or something like that.
For the majority of the adventure, I think El-Anon would have had not a lot of issues with how his parents operated their business and whatnot until he was talking about other people and they were like, they did what? Because for him, it's all he's ever known. You don't question that kind of thing. But now he's kind of been introduced to some other ways of thinking. I think with them being elementals
And
that
having
kind of
an
thing,
having an elemental friend, pretty much.
that too. He would, I guess, try and get some guidance from Sylvan and from El-Anon, from Sem on how to maybe move forward. What he would really like to do with this, how he would, getting this new location here in town would be to, get to choose who would he bring from Milheithalis here to serve and work with him. And of course, he's going to choose Melira, the person that he'd been, sneaking around with.
Yeah. Of
who's
course.
also working in his dad's company,
No, she's one of the best. We gotta have her.
Yes, exactly. So that now he can do what he's good at here with his dad's company, making his parents happy, at least striving to in his own way. Maybe try and like stay in contact with his brother as well. Yeah, I guess that would be what El-Anon would be trying to do. Bernie.
Right. I was going to ask a couple of questions.
Oh, sure.
Quick.
Mm-hmm.
So, as far as El-Anon is concerned, yes, when you struck down struck down Lyndon, yes, your sword now is essentially just this like mass of twisting like white and black, and you are sort of like hearing another voice come from it at this point. Is El-Anon going to keep working on his blade? Is he going to put it up? Like, what is El-Anon's deal with? How is he dealing with that at this point?
Well, he sees the nature of the blade changing, and he's realized that the choices he's made is kind of the driving force of what is changing the nature of the blade. And so, I guess, yeah, he would want to try and purify it so that, he wouldn't want this dark force falling into the wrong hands. But if he can be the one to put the effort in and purify it, perhaps it could be put to some good. Yeah, and I don't know, I guess with the lore of the sword, I guess what I'll share, I think so there's another entity within the sword, not just Druzanak, the demon. There was a binding ritual that happened as, long time ago, thousands of years before El-Anon's people were in battle with this demon, Druzanak. And so Druzanak had, I guess, possessed and taken control after this binding ritual went very, very wrong between this pact wizard named Rakvar. And so both of them are in the sword, not just Druzanak, but the wizard as well that he was bound to. So, and I think that wizard, that other entity within the sword, would be a very good benefit to El-Anon as far as his expertise and what his dad's company does. With him being a pact wizard, I think he'd be a great resource as well. And so I think that relationship between him and that sword, other entity within the sword, would grow very quickly once they become communicating, get to know each other, and having a similar objective, and with maybe that wizard within the sword would be quite remorseful over his failures in his past life. Now he's got an opportunity to do some good alongside El-Anon.
And then to go along with that,
yeah,
now having some experience with multiple voices talking inside of your head at the same time, would El-Anon try and reach out to his brother at all? Or
absolutely.
Is he just going to let him kind of continue traveling and doing his own thing?
I think he would to check in once in a while, but I think for the most part would let him do his own thing. Okay. He trusts him in the path that he's on. He's going to do what's best for him and all those he carries with him. Very
cool. So what about Bernie? What's Bernie up to?
Bernie's got some stuff to follow up on. He made a promise to Captain Prescott that he was going to give him the recipe that his dad had used at the alchemist to create the drug that had caused so many problems within Bald like 15 years prior. So
yes, I think you find out that there have been derivatives of what your dad created, but there's never been like a replacement for like how, like, your dad was essentially the Walter White of Ball and Walt there for a little while.
Yeah.
But yeah, having seen that and like seeing some of the ingredients and stuff, Prescott would let Bernie know that, now they can start looking for some suspicious shipments and whatnot coming in, and
Yeah.
you know, and I actually think that the Prescott would ask Bernie if he would like to join on the guard and, you know, help make the streets safer and cleaner. It's like, you'd just be like, you know, you obviously got a love in your heart for this city. How'd you like to make it a better place?
Keep that in mind. But I've got a few things that I gotta do first. I do got this bit of a problem with authority, you know, so I got a bit of work to do on that.
Yeah, I've noticed. Well, if you ever get that stick out of your ass, come see me.
Yeah. Anyway, oh yeah, and so I think he'd take
Prescott
Prescott.
talking about a stick up his ass.
So the recipe's location, Bernie has been far away from it for quite some time because it's you like. So this was before Knox was even in the party. It was El, Them, and an elf fighter. They went to the bandit camp. It was being stored there behind a loose brick.
Oh yeah.
Along
okay.
with Bernie's other most precious item, which is the journal of his mother.
Aww.
And so, yeah, so I guess he'd tell Prescott, like, I'll tell you what it is, I just want the journal. And you kind of make a joke too, I think. It's like, yeah, well, here's the thing, you've already got it. It's back in our old outpost that we took over from you. So he'd bring him there. But yeah, he turned down Prescott because he's got other business he's got to do. Because there's this town that is currently under a curse, and thinking Habhab is like the coolest shit ever.
And Bernie just cannot let that.
He will not stand for that. So he understands that if he can change a couple people's minds about Habhab, the curse will like be over. So he's gonna move in there for a little bit in that village.
Fair enough.
And so he's gonna do that, and but I think he'd also kind of try and take, because he thinks back to like the old man that had, you know, raised him from the dead and took him in as a disciple. He's gonna look for a disciple himself, I think.
Very cool.
And kind of who he has in mind is that boy who became a werewolf. Because he sees himself in him. Because, you know, this awful, terrible thing happened. Yeah, and he let this thing, awful, terrible thing, kind of define his life. And he'd be like, you know, take it from me. You don't need to let that, this awful thing that happened, hang over your head the rest of your life, you know. You can do some good too. And then he'd like try and take him to also be a paladin of Sarenrae, I guess, and teach him some things. Maybe give him opportunity to leave the village once he's, you know, rid them of this terrible, awful curse that is afflicting the village.
Yes.
Yes.
Very good.
Yeah.
Okay, what about Aewen? What's Aewen up to?
Aewen for the longest time thought that, you know, obviously she's been searching for her great calling this entire time. She's been searching for, like, the one great thing that would give her life meaning, like much of Aasimar do. But she slowly realized after, you know, killing Lyndon, watching the king die, you know, there was a lot of death that she witnessed on her adventure. She realized that the one great action is often a violent and cruel one. And she found a lot more fulfilling life when she was helping out in Monster Town. She found a lot more fulfillment when she was lifting people up rather than throwing people down. So like you said, about 6 months go by, and she starts noticing people around town looking for her from Milhethalis, and she thinks to herself, oh no, son of a bitch, he's found me. So she finally gets around to writing the letter that she's been meaning to for a long while, and in it she explains her adventure and how much it's opened her eyes to the world, and how much she didn't realize how stifled she really was back in Milhethalis as this, daughter of a noble family. And how moving forward she wants to do her best to help those that are often forgotten in the world, to bring light to the darkest corners. To her great charge is to see the smiles of people down on their luck, sort of thing. And she signs it, your daughter Aewen, onto my next adventure. P.S. They'll never find me. She sends that letter and immediately hops on a caravan pointing directly away from Milhethalis and tries to see what she can help elsewhere.
Yeah.
So Aewen leaves the city. She's gone over the horizon, is what I'm hearing.
Yep.
That's what I would expect too. Yeah.
Searching for the sunset and the next adventure to find.
Very cool. Okay. So yeah, Aewen. So here's my question. Does Aewen let any of the people back in Ballenwald know where she's going?
I don't think she really knows where she's going. She regularly sends letters to the party, but I think she just kind of goes where she feels she's needed, just letting Wanderlust take her.
So I guess the other thing is that I would ask, Aewen seemed to have a bit of difficulty with how violent things got. Do you think, is Aewen a pacifist now? Or is she just someone who tries to use violence as a last resort?
She's definitely someone who tries to talk her way out of things most times. But there's a reason why Thorn and Not, both her bow and sword, hold, very distinct sway in her heart and mind. She would definitely make herself out more to be a protector of the downtrodden than someone who, she will always try to talk her way out of it, but is not afraid to draw steel when the threat is present, sort of thing.
Very cool. Yeah, I could see her traveling along and I think eventually her Pathfinder pouch just becomes, from the sheer amount of stuff in there, just becomes her dedicated knick-knack pouch.
Pouch? No, she actually becomes known on the road as the bag lady, not because she carries a lot of bags, but because her cloak is covered in mementos of her journey. So she looks like
her Pathfinder pouch is just like she doesn't even keep stuff that she might need in there. That's the thing where she keeps all of her mementos. It's just this extra dimensional space that's stuffed full of different shit.
Yeah, her pockets are always full, but she tries to sew as much as she can to her cloak just so she can see it and everyone else can see it. The great conversation starters when she's looking for stories at taverns.
Aewen eventually looks like a fucking psychopath.
Yeah, probably. She thinks it looks great. She thinks it's fantastic.
I like it.
But like I said, it becomes cool. a great conversation piece at taverns. They're like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?" She's like, "Oh, each of these things can tell you a story. Tell you what, I'll trade you one of my stories for one of yours."
Yeah, Swashbuckler is kind of a knockoff bard. I will say that. That tracks.
She buckles swash.
Habhab, where do you think you ended up?
Right. So me as a player, I love randomness and chance of Pathfinder, and then as a person, I just really enjoy the prospect of magic and fantastical things. And so I'm kind of combining those things into. I created kind of 3 endings. There's like a good ending, a neutral ending, and a bad ending. They're open-ended enough that if a one-shot were to happen in the future, there's like plenty of like kind of hooks and segues to where Habs could come back if he's needed. But basically, the good ending would be that obviously anything that's involving PCs, it would be kind of we'd have to decide together because I don't want to decide for other people's PCs. But the good ending I just wrote was Habs gets hired at Arcana Works to work on projects related to the lakes he donated previously. And so maybe a good product of that would be something that benefits amputees or something, and from all this devastation, and then maybe a long-term bad effect of that would be Terminators or something. That's kind of funny. Kind of joking, not joking. But and then I also wrote he catches wind of Bernie's plan to help the fish village with their curse. Ends up accompanying him and doesn't stop him, but just sort of makes things more complicated. So he's kind of like he's kind of like the village idiot, and like he's always like, "Oh, Bernie, what are you doing?" Da, 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 da. And then like I don't know.
And Bernie's like telling people stories like, "This motherfucker shot me in the face. He teleported me off a mountain."
Just the worst stories, or the best worst stories to have. So that would be
and nobody believes them because they're still so in love with Habs.
Well, they're just and they're kind of anyways. But the neutral ending would be increased study of Korvax's diary, and also conversations with Sheila, paired with Hab's first time using Time Stutter, which is a ability he has. He never got to use it in game. I just got it, but basically it's like poor man's time stop. And you can do things in apparent time, and it's a really powerful thing. But so he would basically end up, he's studying Korvax's diary, he's talking with Sheila, and the first time he tries Time Stutter, he ends up just getting stuck in some pseudo space where he ends up meeting Korvax, and then I just have it ending with ... So like that could mean like literally anything and everything, like. Maybe they're in like some sort of place like making poop sculptures together because they're like they're both going crazy. Or maybe they're just like in some rapper's mansion and like this deck, like basically a Mordenkainen magical mansion. But they're just like living the good life or something like this. But again, pretty open-ended there too.
I think if you don't mind me kind of embellishing on this a little bit.
Go ahead. Yeah, I like it. Yeah.
I think what would happen as far as Korvax is concerned is you use it and you kind of end up getting stuck in this Time Stutter thing. It's not supposed to last this long. And you're like, what's going on? And as you are kind of like wandering around, you just sort of hear from behind you like, I heard you looking for me. And as you turn around, the scene changes with you. Like you're in the library when this happens, and when you by the time you turn around, the scenery is a tower. A man standing in front of like this gargantuan tower, and behind the tower is like sitting on a rock, floating through a void, with realities twisting into each other and like through each other and in like dimensions that cannot be fully comprehended. As you just sort of like see this grizzled old man with like milky eyes and like this like gnarled staff in just the like raggediest robes you have ever seen.
Tatters.
Standing there, like looking at you. and then the ... happens.
I love that, and I've always loved, like, obviously Korvax is your NPC, and I love that, and so it's nice that, and with that ending, like, with what you just said, you and I had basically more or less made the neutral ending for Habs in that way. And then the bad ending would be Green Caress ends up causing non-HP damage to Habhab's hard drive and RAM cards. These are symptoms and things that would be beyond what's listed in the TFSRD. And this ends up hurting his long-term and short-term memory. In the coming decades, Habs becomes obsessed with crafting and preserving memories of people from his past. But he's also aware that, like, his long-term and short-term memory are decreasing over time. But that doesn't stop him from, like, trying to craft, like, the perfect, I guess,
Trying to
illusion
memento
that captures.
everybody.
Yeah, basically. And this would be like, a la, I mean, basically, in a lot of ways, in IRL, TV and music and ways we record those things, this would be like a very arcane kind of leanings into that, and so trying to craft illusions that last past, like, the time that they're made. Kind of like how a CD, you can listen to, a concert even though the musicians aren't there anymore. So he would be obsessed with that, and then also trying to the prospect of sleep and seeing things when you're sleeping. I think was really fascinating to have. He watched all of you very intently every night.
Is that why his perception checks were so bad? Because he was staring at us? At night?
I will leave that to you to decide. I don't know for sure. I don't know everything about Habs, and that's why I like it. But he's fascinated with that, and so he tries to recreate also the ability to sleep for himself. And like self-tinkering, how you would, he may try to, like, swap out parts or something, and maybe that makes, like, that damage that Green Caress cause even worse. And so over time, he's doing this all like kind of like the hermetic wizard trope, whatever. But the degradation gets bad to the point where his intelligence, wisdom, and charisma scores are affected permanently. He eventually loses class levels and access to his magic. Androids are powered by magic, even though they're not being in a dispel magic, effect, etc. Wouldn't, like, stop them from working. But basically, he loses his class levels, his spells, and then dies. And then the final part of that is a few weeks later, Hab's body starts to reboot. So androids, as you guys might recall, they have a thing about them called renewal. Basically, the physical body's like a timeshare, and so when an android dies, like, their soul goes, to whatever afterlife. And then a new soul basically moves into the body, and after a few weeks, like, the physical functioning and stuff, starts to kick in. That would be like when HP, even if they're just obviously they'd just be commoners starting out, but that's when, like, they start getting hit points, mechanically speaking. Yep. Things like this, and so I just have that also with ... So that could mean a new soul, that could mean Habs ended up coming back, it could mean a lot of different things. But now I'm gonna roll a 3. So the first one will be 1, second, the neutral ending will be 2, and then the third one will be 3 will be the bad ending. So
That's what I'm voting for.
Oh shit. They're all good. I love all of them. Did I do that right?
1.
Okay, I guess.
Oh no.
Okay.
If that's
Were you
agreeable
hoping for the neutral ending?
I like the neutral one, yeah.
You were, or?
Yeah, I like the
Here's
neutral
the
one.
thing.
The thing is,
That could still
here's the
happen.
thing.
they all
Korvax?
actually end up happening. Yeah.
With Korvax, that one could happen with him because he's all about like alternate realities and multiverse bullshit going on.
Oh yeah.
And technically, I love all 3 endings, and technically they all could happen. It would just be obviously the ones that, like, where he dies or, gets trapped or something with Korvac. Like, those would have to come after, like, the stuff with, like, Arcana works and then, fucking around, like, basically being the comic, the kind of comic relief for Bernie when he goes to visit the village, things like that. So,
I think Bernie was voting.
But yeah, if it's agreeable to, obviously there's a lot, it's dealing with, that ending is with PC and largely just PCs, so if that's agreeable to Justin, I would like that to be the canon, I guess.
Okay.
I like it.
Yeah, El-Anon would definitely try to recruit you.
So yeah, I imagine like. Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead, bud.
Oh yeah, I imagine it has to be a very attractive. For obviously, he has class levels. He comes from a different place. He doesn't have to sleep, so he kind of has construct benefits, and so a lot of attractive things to having Habs on the payroll. And you probably wouldn't have to pay him much either. And I think he's gotten a better.
But Terminators.
He is versions, so I imagine that'd be kind of funny to see.
Well,
just
so
like
here's my question.
Pennies. Or not, but,
are you I thought you were working with Arcana Works. Wasn't that the
whatever L's company is?
That's
okay, I was
going
to say the people that you gave your legs to
Magitech.
wasn't Arcana Works. That was Magitech.
Oh, is that the rival?
That's a rival
That's
company.
the people. Yeah, that's the people on the island.
Okay, so some a slight modification of the first ending, if it's agreeable. L's family or whatever does some corporate sabotage, ends up getting those legs. Somehow it's okay with Habs kind of I don't know. There's some sort of
He wants to do
Habs.
some leg research. I get it.
Yeah, and so Habs ends up doing the leg research.
He wants to do the leg
But Habs
work.
wouldn't know about like.
I was just going to say that. Damn it.
Things like that. Yeah,
I like it.
That's agreeable with everyone.
That's a great ending, man.
He still runs into Bernie, somehow annoys him for a week.
All right.
Habs is still chasing that fish liquor.
Sam.
Chasing that dragon.
Yeah.
You and Silren go around to try and put the stones back where they were. You try and retrace your steps. You head back to Sushana, to the city of Akaj, to find that nothing has changed there.
That's the desert, right?
That is the desert, yes. The desert is still as green and lush as it has always been.
Hooray!
Silren tells you how this doesn't make a whole lot of sense. The lake at the center of town should not have been able to sustain itself without the jewel there. You guys kind of spend a couple of days.
Did it create its own microclimate?
The whole town's spitting underground.
You find out that the lake did start drying up. But the king reached out to someone he thought he could help, who's now become one of his greatest confidants, and some say might even be the one running the town now.
The drow lady that we love.
Fakir Nazim.
Yeah, Fakir Nazim.
Oh,
yeah.
I don't. Who is that? Who is that?
That was before your time.
Yeah. Just before.
Fakir.
People talk about how the lake just came back one day, almost impossibly. Like, it was like everyone's wishes were suddenly answered.
Oh, he's the guy with the ring of wishes, and he's trying to figure out how.
Oh, yeah, we did give him a ring of wish.
He's trying to get ranks in UMD, and he finally got enough to make it work or something.
Well, hey, our choice
cool.
had some good then. That's good. We could have used that ring, but instead we handed it over.
I mean,
so yeah.
Yeah. Nazim
Everyone's
does.
wishes?
Nazir does. People talk about how, things have worked out really well. Like, Nazim can be kind of he has imposed really rough taxes and has, essentially shanghaied people to go into other countries to search for different things that he's looking for, and
he's the collector, right?
Even possibly taken some artifacts from the castle to put inside of his own stately mansion. But for the most part, everything seems to be pretty good.
Aside from all the government embezzlement.
Some would ask Silrin
You steal a couple.
what we should do with the water gem then.
I think Silrin would say, let's figure that out after we've gotten all of these done.
You said these things are priceless?
Yes.
You can sell that for a lot of money.
So yeah, you guys.
Well, Sam's just trying to restore balance to the ecosystems that have been around. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you guys head down to the Underdark.
There aren't any trees there.
Oh, closure.
There are not
Deafen them,
any.
kill everyone.
There are not any trees down there. You are correct. But yeah, you guys head down there. It looks like an archpriestess of Lolth basically came down and restored order. It was a large drow city. Basically regrew crops, figured something out. But whereas you guys thought that the city was at once cruel before, the archpriestess is now ruling with an iron fist and even greater madness, as do the priestesses of Lolth.
Maybe we just stay out of the Underdark. Let that fester.
A hard place, a difficult place to live.
Second thought,
Silrin does
let's not go there. 'Tis a silly place.
Silrin does say, yes, but there is plenty of life down here. Lots of undeath as well, but all things deserve life, whether they be good or evil or whatnot. These creatures deserve a chance to flourish as much as anyone else. What do you think?
All things deserve death, life, even undeath.
Sam burns their crops again.
Well,
the reign of the fiery potatoes returns.
She's like, I'm back, bitches.
no, some wouldn't do that, but I mean, culturally speaking, that's just kind of their way, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, essentially. There are.
So you want to keep
some...
the sociological perspective, basically. It's kind of like an elitist thing to be like, oh, their culture's bad because of these
there
things
are
that
also
they do.
Some naturally occurring undead within the Underdark. Things that burrow into corpses or take over people and that sort of thing.
And so it's stabilized, but what about the air crystal? Like, do we have to put that back?
I would like to, unless you know of a better place for it. With the air crystal here, they won't need whatever powerful priestess or whatever is keeping the lights on, so to speak.
Yeah, I'd say we could do that. Because they can both stone glide now, right?
Yep.
So it'd be super easy. And Sam knows where.
No, Silrin just walks right up, speaks to the archpriestess. He's like, yes, I don't know if you would remember me. It's a long time ago. I had a different face, but I came to bring this back to you. I think this should make things much, much easier down here. The archpriestess, thanks him, and is like, quite bold of you to approach me, man.
Because the matriarchal. Is it because of the matriarchal kind of...
They hate men! Everyone get away from the men!
He gave her an artifact. I mean, I think it's... maybe look the other way.
Pretty good gift.
Silrin lets him know, like, I'm just passing through. You'll hardly even know I was here. On your way through, since you do have to travel, in and out all the way, since there are no trees down here, you do actually run into Trauga. It seems like him and his tribe are kind of thriving down here. Like,
nice. That's Knox's?
Knox's dad, yeah.
Knox's dad, yes. Mm-hmm. They get to hunt. There's a lot of things to hunt down here. And it seems like because so many of the things down here...
Oh my god, they're going to evolve into under-orcs.
It seems like they have gone from just, like, hunters to, like, straight-up hunter warriors. Like, absolutely just jonesed for the next hunt, the next thing, giant monster that they get to kill and put on a spit.
Hey.
Oh, they're monster hunters.
I was going to say, if they stay busy playing Monster Hunter, I mean, they're just going to be stuck doing that all day, so they're not hurting anybody, I guess.
Yeah, you guys head into... you guys head back to Esmella, the Broken Continent. Head into the gnomish city. Do you think you would stop there to say hello to anyone, or would you just go straight to work to, get all of that taken care of?
This is the one where we can't do magics?
So there is there's the city where Magitech is, where the gnomes live, that has all of the magic, and then the halfling city the halfling side of the island is the one where they definitely don't want you to do magic.
You do actually run into Aewen on that island. On her
that
travel.
Sounds about right. Yeah.
She's seeing Baby Driver.
Oh.
She's not seeing. She's stopping by to say.
She's visiting it. No.
Yeah,
oh.
So are you two together? Yeah, we're both here, aren't we?
She got an additional use of
Silrin just kind of
a daily use.
Silrin just like, I see what you're
zone
saying.
of friending.
Wink.
What? Why are you winking? Slytherin, you gotta keep stuff out of it. There's a bunch of
Kind of
Slytherin.
elbows you a little
Careful.
bit.
Ow! Ow! Why are you doing that?
Gotta watch out for the magic plane.
Oh my god, is Slytherin a dirty old man?
Slytherin's been around for a long time. And Slytherin also knows what it feels like to get your guts blown out. So, like, Slytherin on all levels knows what...
I don't like that sentence.
Slytherin on all levels he's not just a dirty old man. Like, he's been around the block, every block.
There's a lot of blocks.
I love that.
And there's like a flashback of him as like a hooker trying to raise money as a young
Does
druid.
Aewen want to accompany us to the thing?
Does she look
No,
insane?
it seems like you two have, this to work out, and she's got...
Well, you would have to go back into the volcano where it's very hot. Very, very
no,
hot.
this wasn't...
Sauna.
Oh, yes, this wasn't the volcano. That is correct,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah, no, Aewen would be like, that sounds...
You are all taking
super-"
fire. You are all taking
Yeah.
fire damage.
Everyone's like, that sounds super worth it and absolutely altruistic, so I'm gonna let you do it for bragging rights.
Sylvanas is like, I'd be more than... I can cast a spell that will keep you safe. from
Shush,
things."
shush, hey, shush. She puts her finger on his lips. You two can do it. It's great. I'm so happy for you.
Tell the
I've got people
archdruid
that
to
need
shut
me.
I like it.
So what happened here?
Oh, no, nothing. Not nearly enough time for anything to happen here. There's a reason that this was called the Broken Continent. This area sits on a tectonic plate, is much denser than the ones around it, causing all of the other ones to curl under and essentially create this giant pocket of melted rock, magma, that would shoot up and essentially recreate the entire surrounding geography every few decades or so. This just, stabilized things. So, much more in line with other areas. Probably see, if you stick around for maybe a century or two, you might see the volcano erupt again.
See Gopi while you're in the area?
As fun as that. Oh yeah, Gopi.
Oh yeah, do you swing by Gopi's treehouse?
Do you go see the kitsunes?
Oh yeah, them too.
Well, we have to put the firestone back first.
This is the Earthstone.
Yeah, I know. We have to put the firestone back into their hot
I was
springs
gonna
and
say,
slay a
do you-
dragon.
Do you think? Oh, actually, you might want to go see Gopi because the kitsunes are hanging out with Gopi.
That's
like
where
you
they
could take
are,
them
yeah.
with you. Yeah, to go put the firestone back.
Right.
You end up finding some of Mrohy's half children. favorite children.
Mrohy is going to go
Yeah,
to the village
find
and slay a bunch of
you
people.
find-
Apparently,
you find a 6-foot-tall kitsune, which doesn't sound that impressive, but that is a huge kitsune.
Because they're normally like 3 feet tall.
it's
or
only been
something,
it
right?
hasn't been like decades. It's only been a few months, right?
That's not a cat person. That's a cat
Uh,
man.
it's probably been it's probably been long enough for no. Well, yeah, that is true. It hasn't been long enough, but yeah, you
Huge
see
mustache.
You see a very pregnant
you see a kitsune
kitsune.
baby with a mustache.
And he goes, yeah.
I would. Well, I mean, it's a
And it
kitsune,
chugs
so it
a
would just
pint.
be. Wouldn't it just be like a
Slay
mustache-looking mark?
Yes,
I will slay all your foes, mother.
the kitsune talks to you. He's like, his first word was cunt.
I miss Eli.
Of course it was.
Sam makes a mental note of that.
When he throws a
Does
fit,
Sylvan think to ask a question and then just decides not to?
It's like, yeah, I'm probably good. Yeah.
You better not knowing.
Yeah, Gopi's just living the same old life. Yeah.
Kids
Right,
have 20
Gopi.
kids. Does he have
Wife
more
is
kids?
Super pregnant when you see him.
How's Gopi been? Do you think Gopi's been training with the rest of the monks this entire time?
Yeah, I've been doing some of that, but also, he's got to feed the family and whatnot. So, he's still got to, go out in the fishing boat and do that whole thing.
I think the Kitsunes probably would have invited Gopi to come study on the mountain for a while if he'd like to.
On the mountain.
Visiting scholar.
Can Habhabs cast permanents?
Nah, I'm living a good old key life here.
At level 11?
Hab's leveled up, so I think he might be able to. If that's something
Does he get everyone
to...
Justin is connected to gets a level up?
Nah, just El-Anon.
No, I mean, let me check here. I'll get back to you in a second.
I mean, it's a 5th level wizard spell. You should be able to cast it.
Then what do you want it for, if you don't mind me asking?
Well, okay. Well, let's finish this round and then we'll do one more thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, you guys, you take the Kitsunes back to the mountain. They're like, so happy we get to get back to your
Yeah, except for aren't they all like shaved or like they all got like haircuts, so now they're even more cold?
They're with an archdruid, they'll be fine.
Yeah, you guys show up and
yeah, it's true.
And like go to move in and everything. When you show up, it looks as though the dragon has moved in the meantime.
Oh my god.
It's okay, we got an archdruid.
No. I'm not worried about the fight. Does Silren know the dragon?
Or does he know the dragon?
Because dragons are intelligent creatures, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Silren tells him, I told your family this place was under my protection. Leave now, lest the pact be broken. The dragon, still fairly young, looks at Silren, kind of sizes him up for a moment, and then takes off immediately.
Someone just told a dragon to go and get.
So what's
That's
like
great.
Silren's gang sign? Like, so is that area tagged with his like? No, I'm joking.
Kind of. There's a giant statue of him under the mountain.
Well, the tiefling version of him.
He kind of just hisses at the dragon.
It's just a
Same eyes though, weird.
That's so cool.
But yeah, they place it back, and Silren's like, well, I figured what better way for us to spend some time together than, would you like to try and find a new place for this stone to rest?
The water stone?
Yes.
First, Sem wants to go back to Habhab's.
I'll give you $20 if you eat it.
No. And bring him and bring Habhab's over. Sem wants to create a permanent door, a permanent walk the lines between the place where the Kitsune were hanging out and the...
Can walk the line be made permanent?
I mean,
That's
it's
what I don't
transport via
recall that.
plants. Basically, it opens up like a door.
There's like
Is
a
how
list
we
of
described
spells. There's a list
It is
of
a spell.
spells, and if it's And if it's yeah, there's a list of spells like for permanency that can be be made permanent, and then anything beyond that, I believe like basically it's DM discretion. That's my understanding. And so it's what's it called?
Transport
via plants. I mean, it doesn't show that it can be permanent, but how we described it is it basically creates like a doorway that opens.
See, I think
between
where do you want to connect to?
I want to connect because like it seems kind of shitty that the Kitsune have been living amongst Gopi's people for months now, and they've probably created, relationships and they're friends, and then all of a sudden they're just cut off, right?
I mean, teleportation circle can be made permanent. So I mean, maybe it's not too far of a stretch mechanically, but obviously, it doesn't really. I mean, rule of cool or something, if that's what you're kind of going for.
I guess Sam would ask the Kitsune what they think.
I think yes, you ask them what they think, and they thank you profusely. But the impermanency is kind of their whole jam. Like, life is fleeting, things are impermanent, doing away with desire and that whole sort of thing. Kind of what they're about. Also, if somebody can just teleport to the mountain, it kind of defeats the whole purpose of the mountain.
Yeah, I figured that's kind of what they would think. But, I mean, escape door. Like, it's your fire escape, right?
I don't think they want that.
We're quite comfortable where we're at. We thank you for thinking of us, and someday we may want to go see them again. But for right now, we will have to decline.
I'd say if that's the case, let me know. And she hands him a sending shell, or the other half of a sending shell.
All right, very cool. Yeah.
Oh man, Sam's loaded. She's just handing out shell phones these days.
You guys had them sitting around.
We had them.
So after that, Silrin's like, well, we've got a whole world to explore to go find a place for this. What do you say, kiddo?
$20.
You're here in the distance.
Two offers.
We have to take the stone itself back to Keva.
Wait, it's a water stone, right, Aaron? Is that right? It's a water stone?
We have the water stone.
Throwing up water like insanely.
Imagine if you swallow it. Imagine if you swallow it.
And we have to go back home to our forest and give the stone back to the Holodra. I think her name is Keva.
If you swallow it and then you just gain the ability to pee as much as you want.
I would hate that. I would hate that
water
ability.
I know it'd be just a really dumb.
God, that'd be awful. You'd never have the satisfying moment of being done pissing.
Like your bladder's connected to the elemental plane of water. That would suck ass.
Jesus,
that would suck.
Just use it to fuck with people. No, I'm still going.
You just walk up to the public bathroom next to the guy.
You piss until you pass the stone.
Oh man!
He takes time out to do that. He wants to stop at home anyways, and grab a few odds and ends that he left at home on his first trip. But
he wants to stop at home and take.
After that, you guys set off on a journey across the world to find a place to go, and he knows a million places. So you guys are able to dance across the world by transporting via plants. And who knows?
You mean transport via dance?
Maybe one of these days you'll find yourself back in Ballenwald again.
Oh, I'm 100% sure that'll happen in the near future.
But that's pretty much all I had. You guys did it. You solved my campaign puzzle.
Hooray! He said the thing. Hey!
Psychological validation for us.
Okay. How you guys feeling now that it's all over?
Well, I get building code changed
Satisfied.
so that every bar would have a tree. So Sam can just teleport to whatever.
Every bar must have a tree. Yep.
Yeah, this building code would require it.
How does the Thieves Guild have this tree growing in the lobby? Don't worry about it.
Thanks for a fun campaign, Shane. This was awesome. This was fantastic.
Yeah, thank you, Shane.
Yeah.
Well, thank you guys for
kind of short,
amazing players throughout the whole thing, man. You guys were fucking fantastic from start to end. Like, you guys were an absolute delight to DM for. Thank you for joining us for what is the last time. And if you watched this far, thank you for sticking with us.
That's it.
Thank you
There's no
guys
more.
for sticking with me this whole time.
I wouldn't miss it for the world.
Yeah. Fucking.
And if you're still around, that's it. Get out of here. There's nothing more. Why are you still here?
This game took what, 8 years?
8 years, something like that.
It took a long
Bye,
time.
everybody.
Before my son was born.
Farewell, everyone.
Yeah.